Hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff. So this is going to be a very interesting video, I think, because I know there are going to be a lot of discussions about this as well. Since around 2016, the idea was that Bitcoin would be the ultimate dominator of the cryptocurrency market basically forever. As we got a bunch of new coins that came into the market, the idea then became that altcoins would be a larger portion of the cryptocurrency market and or would be more popular. When it came to the idea of XRP, it was basically that it was kind of a rival in a way to Bitcoin because it had a bit of a different purpose when it came to the idea of future payment rails. We have seen the popularity of it. I've seen it. The popularity of XRP rising quite dramatically over the course of the last 6 or 7 years, even with the idea of the coin being an unregistered security or being in trouble with the US SEC, most of which at this point has been completely squashed and thrown down onto the ground. A lot of people sometimes, how do I say this, claim that their coin is more popular or has a lot more going on. And you've consistently seen, I would assume from here or in the news, about the actual popularity of Ripple, the company, and XRP, the coin, in that, regardless of everything that has happened in the past, people are now beginning to realize exactly what the vision is for XRP and what the company Ripple has been doing. I'm going to get to the point in just a couple of seconds, I promise. One of the main metrics that a lot of people used over the course of history within the cryptocurrency space, not even just a bull run, is how many people are actually looking for and or using a specific coin. When you talk about the actual usage of the coin and you put it into the prospect of, we know now that XRP is actually actively being used by countries and banks and institutions around the world to send value, and they're also working with a number of other companies and institutions and banks and countries who are also going to be using the XRP blockchain as well for their central bank digital currencies, for their supply chains, you name it. I found this news and I thought it was fairly interesting simply because on my YouTube metrics, I can see where a large portion of the people who watch my videos are from. They tend to be from majority English-speaking language countries, logically, as I am speaking in English. The largest populations are from the United States, from Australia, from the United Kingdom, and I think some from South Africa as well. Hello to all of you, and hello to everyone else around the world as well. A lot of times, the question is then proposed, how popular is a certain coin in a certain country? We had that before where there was like a world map and it showed exactly which coins were more popular in other places than other places. On Google Trends, so Google has a thing called Trends where you can see what's being spoken about at this moment, how popular something is, where the discussion is going, and what people are actually Googling when they want a specific amount of information. Google Trends has actually announced, or it has been stated that XRP looks like it might be the first and or second most popular cryptocurrency in the United States. It actually has completely breezed by Ethereum, and XRP is now the most popular, especially over Ethereum and other altcoins, in 47 US states, with the highest interest coming from Delaware, Nevada, Louisiana, Arizona, and Hawaii. This is interesting because I believe that a portion of the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple was basically meant to discredit them and try and get people to get away from the project. That's my own belief. It's simply because the guy, Jay Clayton, who launched a lawsuit against Ripple, did it on his last day in office. claiming that they had done something wrong or incorrect or illegal. The problem is, you launch a lawsuit in 2016 when you see the bad things happening and not the last day in office, essentially allowing Americans 4 years to have access to something that they should not have access to. So it seems a little fraudulent, at least in my eyes. The other part is that despite all of that, XRP and Ripple have only gained in popularity. Over the course of a 3-year period, we heard nearly daily about the wrongdoings of Ripple, how they did this, how they did that, how XRP was that. All of this was disproven, and the amount of people who were buying XRP and were backing the company Ripple. We even saw, don't forget this part, remember a lot of the companies who were adamantly, vehemently against Ripple and XRP, who began to cheer them on as they were winning portions of their lawsuit earlier this year. I'm looking at you, Coinbase, and a bunch of other places who were like, we stand behind Ripple. So, and this is just within the United States. Now imagine other places where they're actually, because it's not being used as a payment rail within the United States, we can only assume because of the ongoing lawsuit with the US SEC, which is probably going to end sometime in the next 9,000 years, because the SEC is doing everything that they can to make sure. The latest news that we got is that they're trying to get Ripple to pay them like, the number literally is $770 million as like a payment because the SEC continues to lose. So we can only assume that, as we had news before in the long ago, that allegedly Ripple was already working with a number of banks within the It's a weird camera. Was working with already a number of banks within the United States of America. We can only assume that that has slowed down because of the SEC's corruption that we've been seeing over the course of the last couple of years. This will probably only cause a further uptick in the popularity of Ripple and XRP. And also, if the lawsuit ends and Ripple is then allowed to work with banks, and we hear that there are like 35 banks within the United States of America who are going to be using XRP as a payment rail system, yeah, very, very interesting. I say this, I am very glad that people have been paying attention to the news and have been following everything. I mentioned this years ago. It is abundantly clear which coins are not only popular, but which actually have a future. It's the ones that have the partnerships, that are working with the companies and the institutions and the banks. And there aren't dozens of them. There are very few coins that have real partnerships, very few coins. And these are the coins that are going to excel in the future. And XRP is definitely one of them. Very fascinating. 47 states within the United States have XRP as being more popular than other altcoins and being more popular than Ethereum. As always, the link to the article will be in the description below for you to see the news yourself. I do sincerely hope that you have all enjoyed. I do hope you all are having a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and or supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.